Hello YouTube, Rutenchi here. I have been away for far too long and I apologize for that. It's been far too long since my last tutorial, and there have been a few of you that, or a couple of you, well, I think there's only one question that's been asked that I haven't answered, and it was mainly because I couldn't really understand what they were asking, but that's beside the point. The point is, it's been way too long since I've, posted any tutorials or, even had any sort of presence here whatsoever, and I'd like to apologize for that, and as a way of apologizing for that, I'd like to show you a little bit of what I've been up to. I've started my own game development company. We are creating iPhone and iPod apps games right now. I'm in the process of porting over our current the games that we have released and are working on right now to the Android platform as well, so that we'll be able to reach a much broader audience. Problem with that is, I don't know how many of you guys are familiar with the two platforms, but they each have their specific language that you have to code in, and they're both very different languages. And for the iPhone and the iPod, you have to use Objective-C if you want to sell it on the App Store. If you want to put it out there for rooted iPods, and you can do it in anything really, but and then for the Android, it's in Java. So two very, very different, well, they're not completely different, but the Saxon is extremely different, which makes it not as easy as just, copying over the code and changing a couple of keywords. Been working on that, as well as working on updates and improvements to Shuffle It, which is our currently released title, and working on our next title, which is called Zeus. So first of all, let's apologies for the quality of this video. I did it with my cell phone, filming my iPod, my development iPod, which is it's good for testing, but it's it's been tested on a lot, so the touchscreen on it is not as sensitive as it probably should be anymore. Which when you see me tapping on the screen, that's why. So I'll let the video sync up here. It's like a beautiful painting, isn't it? Okay, so one of the updates is you notice the pieces are actually spinning now. That's actually something that we kind of wanted to be in there from the very beginning, but originally Shuffle It was made as a project, and it was kind of it was our intro to the iPhone and iPod gaming world. So it I didn't take a lot of time on that. If you notice that red square back there, that's part of our new user feedback system. Let's see if I can get it to come back up here. And right there, you see that that it will not be a red square in the release. It will actually be a you know the circle with a line through it, basically saying no, you can't do that. There's also a sound that will play, which you can mute, and then it will on the iPhone it will also vibrate, which you can also turn that off. So there's three different types of feedback that there will be to allow the user allow the user to recognize that they have done something that they can't do, they're not allowed to do, which we found is very important, because a lot of people think that they're doing something that they can do and they're really not, and so they blame the game. And that's that's one of those things that when you're developing something you don't really think about, but in the real world and in testing you realize, and you have to accommodate it. So So this next footage, this is actually Zeus. This is the game that I'm working on right now, and it's much different from, you know, Shuffle It was a puzzle game, and this is actually a top-down game where you are Zeus, and you strike down the heretics in a attempt to get more favor with your followers. And I don't know if you'll be able to hear it because it's actually going through my the sound from this video is actually going through my headphones, so I don't know if you're going to be able to hear it. But whenever you tap to strike somebody like that, you see the lightning, but there's also a sound effect which I'll also have mutable. This button down here is actually the menu button, and it would pop up that starter menu as well. And then in this development version, I actually have an edit mode that I didn't film, but it allows all of those NPCs that we're walking around are actually on paths, and they're node-based paths, and in edit mode you can actually place down new nodes and connect the nodes. So that's the main stuff that I've been working on. I've also been updating my resume and playing around with some code. I've gotten some good ideas for some tutorials. I just haven't gotten had the time to actually create them. So, you know, stay tuned. I appreciate all my subscribers. But you know, if you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, because I will be having for one thing, I'm going to have a recursion tutorial out soon, and it's actually going to start working on I'm going to start working with OpenGL and you know, actual real world application, not just text-based stuff. So be sure to stay tuned, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching.